This is an open letter to Alexander Isak. Dear Alexander, thank you for the variety and sheer number of goals that you've scored this season. 21 goals in 24 appearances. Thanks very much. This is my heartfelt ask and deepest request from your manager to please keep scoring goals, as you might save our season and my job. Yours lovingly, Beta Boy. Hello everybody and welcome to this next episode of A Season with Newcastle with me, Pokes. I'm so glad you're here today. Thank you for coming along today. As you heard from that open letter to dearest Alexander there, we're doing okay, and it's only because of Alexander Isak's goals. Let me show you. Since the last episode against Brighton, you know what, I've actually personally been a bit unwell recently, so I haven't been able to play as much Football Manager as I really wanted to. So we missed a stream, and in fact, I haven't really been playing huge numbers of games. But as you can see here, since the last game against Brighton, we've played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? It's 7 games. Well done, Ben. Our first game was against Liverpool. As you can see here, we lost 2-1. This was a goal from Mo Salah on the 15th minute. We then actually got one back, but it was only because of an own goal here. As you can see, with a cross from Murphy, they towed it into their own net. But unfortunately, they then took the winner, which ended up being the winner on the 38th minute here with a Jones goal from the D. Nice little goal there. Definitely over the line. Definitely was. All right, it was over the line. And as you can see here, we definitely didn't deserve to win. Liverpool had a whole array of yellow cards. Unfortunately, none of them materialised into a red, which probably would have helped us, but never mind. As you can see here from the XG match story, we never really looked like we were going to beat them, so never mind. But a 2-1 loss against Liverpool isn't the worst in the world. We then had a really hard-fought 1-1 draw against Palace. They actually went 1-0 up with an absolute beauty there after 10 minutes. We didn't manage to equalise, though, until the 65th minute. We did play better than them. I think we did at least deserve a draw, possibly even a win, but this goal from Bruno meant that we secured at least 1 point out of that match. And as you can see here from the stats, we had a higher XG than them. I think we did deserve to win it. A couple of all right performances there, but you know, we got a point. It's better than nothing. Next up was the 2-0 win against Southampton with 2 goals, both penalties to be fair, from Alexander Isak. But, you know, they still count, right? They still count. And I think we did deserve to win this game. You can see our XG there was 3.07. So we did do well. We had a higher possession than them as well. And this really begins where you can begin to see Alexander Isak really staking his claim here for our most important player. You can see here, this next game was a 3-1 win against Tottenham. Let me show you the goals. Now, this game was full of drama, but it started really on the 21st minute with this goal from Isak, which is a lovely little ball through there from Maximin, which was very tasty. Very happy about that. They then did equalise. Kulusevski scored at 50th minute it was where they got one back, but they had a Sonny injury. They also had a red card from Romero as well. So really we should have won, and we did ultimately end up going to win. Here's Maximum there playing it back for Alexander Isak with an absolute beauty of a strike there to make us 2-1 up. And then we then finished it off. We put the game to bed with this goal from St. Maximum on the 92nd minute into injury time. But look at the look at the array of things that were going on in this game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 yellow cards, and obviously one of them turned into a red with Romero there. It was a brutal game, but you can see that we only had 40% possession, but we ended up still winning, and I think probably because of the red card, but I don't care. A win is a win, and 3 points are in the bag. Next up, we had a 0-0 draw against Villa, and I've got nothing else to say about that. And our drawing ways continued as we finished with a 1-1 against Bournemouth, but not after this beauty of an opener from Alexander Isak on the I think it was a 26th minute, something like that. And it wasn't until the 50th where they managed to get a reply. However, when you do look at the match stats from this game, we definitely deserved to win that, I feel. 17 shots, 8 on target, and we only managed 1 goal. Really, they did well with possession, really, keeping it roughly even between the two teams. But unfortunately, we could only get a point against Bournemouth, which, sad times. And in the most recent game we had, I don't really want to tell you about it, but I have to. Even though it started really well against Brentford on the 8th minute, I was like, here we go, this is it. Like, 3 points, thanks very much. But literally that was the only happy moment of the game. As you can see here, on the stroke of half-time, they got one back to make it 1-1. And then in the second half, Brentford just went riot on us. Brentford... I know, Brentford. So they went 2-1 up. I think that was the 57th minute. 88th minute, they went 3-1 up. And then they even managed a final one less than a minute later, which was just embarrassing. It's just embarrassing. And so I don't know how this happened. I'm not quite sure. Jury's out on it, really. But they dominated. They deserved to win. And they absolutely smashed us. And so when we look at the league now, we've played 27 games and we are now sat in 7th place outside, most importantly, outside of the European spots, which is not good because they want us to get into Europe. So today we are going to be playing Leicester City. Let's see if we can get 3 points. I think 3 points will just get us back on track. We've had a lot of just not really any form at all. So it would be good to get the 3 points today, get me back up here with the likes of Wolves, Spurs and Palace, really get ahead of a couple of them to get back into the sort of 5th, 6th place would be handy. Let's see if we can do it. In terms of squad news, let me share with you that my injury issue is beginning to relent slightly, which is very nice. We still, most importantly, have Kieran Trippier off, but I think today's match is likely to be the final match he'll be injured for, as it says he's returning to fitness in full training in 3 days' time. So I think he should be ready for our next game, which will be against West Ham away. But today we go without him. We'll put Montiel, the new signing, Gonzalo Montiel, on right back, who hasn't been playing too badly. 6.8 as his average rating. He's not, he's not going to change the world, but I think he's doing okay as a backup. Meanwhile, the only other change that we're going to be making for today is to bring Sead Kolasinac in as the left back. And that is predominantly because the fans just want to see him play. He is on an average rating of 6.72, as is the other player that will play in that position, which... where is he now? Where is he? Here he is. Christian Gunter would be the sort of one to replace him and probably will replace him. But he's also on a 6.2 for his for his average rating. So it'll be interesting to see how this all plays out and what it really looks like. But let's head to the game and let's see if we can get 3 points against Leicester. Okay, as you can see here from the tactics, we are going back to our liquid pokes ball, which is basically giving the right-hand side here to Montiel, which will be Kieran Trippier once he's back. But as you could see really from my form, it's just not working with one up top. I know Alexander Isak is scoring lots of goals, which is nice, but I do think we could do with just that little bit more sort of oomph up top, really, to really bury these games when we get ahead, because it just seems like we were losing out and stepping back once we went ahead. So I'm just trying it up, mixing it up a bit, and we'll see how this goes down. Even without the likes of Kieran Trippier, I just feel mildly confident that it might work anyway. Okay, so one of the things that we're trying out today is Bruno is going into that on the right side of the central pairing in midfield. He is going on that right side. It's usually as a Mazzala, but I've actually made him an advanced playmaker today. So let's see if that makes any difference. Maybe we might need to shift in a Mazzala if it's not playing out to give that little bit more width on the right if Montiel doesn't really work out for us. But meanwhile, early on, within a minute, we had a corner. Maximum gets a corner in, but it just falls to the Leicester defence, who look like they're going to clear it up, and they have done. Dan Burn, meanwhile, picks up the loose ball on the halfway line, and this highlight isn't done yet. He's not done yet. Here we go. It's Nick Pope on the ball, passing it around between defenders. Dan Burn now. What's he up to? What is he up to? What are they up to right now? It seems like there's going to be a mistake or something amazing from us. Here's Montiel with a lovely ball through Alexander Isak. We've seen him do this loads of times, and there he goes again. It's these through balls to Alexander Isak that he is loving at the moment and scoring these beauties. And that was a nice build-up play. I'm going to admit, I thought we were going to lose the ball and make a mistake, but we didn't. We didn't. We're amazing. Yes, come on. Incredible start from us. And now we are 4 minutes in. And Dan Burn! Fire! Da-da-da! His name is Dan Burn. Da-da-da! He's on fire! Da-da-da! His name is Dan Burn. Da-da-da! 5 minutes in. 5 minutes into the game and we are 2-0 up already, friends. This is happening. This is real life. Within the context of Football Manager, this is real life. And here we are on another attack here, 9 minutes into the game. Montiel, Isak. Oh, he hit the post that time. He hit the post. We want 10. We want 10. Come on. Okay, it's another corner from us. St. Maximin, 11 minutes in, and it's headed by Byrne. Going for his second of the game within 15 minutes of the match. We are all over them. Look at this. How many highlights are they going to give us? Do you know what I mean? St. Maximin with another cross. A low one that time, but Bruno gets onto it. Oh, Bruno! Oh, he had 2 shots there. Both of them blocked. Lovely defending and keeping, to be fair, from Leicester there. I'll give them that. I will give them that. Right, I'm just bearing in mind, right, we're on key highlights. This isn't comprehensive or extended. This is key highlights. And 31 minutes in, finally, Leicester seem like they're going to have a bit of an attack here and a bit of a highlight. Can we deal with it successfully? It looks like we've managed to get it out of the box, but Maddison's brought it back in. Oh, goodness me, he had all the time in the world for that. Oh, how many goals is there going to be in this game? I can't handle this. Okay, they're still in good spirits after I'm praising them, even though we just let in that goal. It looks like we're heading into half-time. Yep, here we are, half-time, 2-1 up. What an explosive start from us on the 2nd and 5th minute there. And to be fair, we are still dominating. Like, Leicester definitely don't look like they're scoring. That was literally their only shot of the game. It went on target and it went in. So their XG is 0.15 to our 1.67. So this is probably, if anything, an unfair result to us. In that we sort of should be more like 2-0 up, I think. I'd say that. Okay, I've given them a sort of an encouraging team talk there, just to say that I'm happy about the possession side of things. We are 63% possession in that first half. So they responded well to that, which means they've come out to the second half in good spirits. Let's see if we can hold on to this win. If anything, I think we should be extending it, not just holding on to it. Meanwhile, there's a corner for us. Maximin with a cross. Dan Byrne tries to get to it. There he is on that near post, Nelson. Oh, we've got a lot of space here, lads. Oh, come on. Maddison put that away earlier. He put that away. Why can't you? Right, Bruno is looking tired. We're at 66th minute. I'm tempted to maybe take him off. We've got Longstaff who could come on. Almiron maybe, but I'm not really convinced that Almiron could be that sort of central midfielder as standard. We've also got Sead Kolasinac is playing poorly at 6.5, so straight away we're going to take him off. Christian Gunter's coming in, and I think this is this is the nail in Kolasinac's coffin, right? It's got to be. It's got to be. To be fair, Nick Pope's also having a bad game. Obviously, I don't have a goalkeeper on subs. So we've just made the one change for now, and then we'll see how this plays out. Here's Dan Byrne with a free kick around the centre spot, and it's played around the defence a little bit. Bastoni, Byrne, Joe Linton brings it into midfield now. Right, Bruno, Isak, back to Montiel. He's got a little bit of space here on the right, which is good to see him coming forward like this as well. Oh, yes, come on! Callum Wilson somehow finds the ball at his feet, and he scored a beauty. Well, it's not a beauty, is it? It's just a goal. It's far from beautiful. But, you know, not all art is beautiful. Some art is just a tap-in. I lost my way with a sort of a metaphor I was trying to come up with there. But I think you get the idea. Okay, Bruno is definitely looking tired now. I think Willock is the man to come on, though. We'll swap Joe Linton and Willock's roles around. So Joe Linton will now be the playmaker. I don't really think he's an advanced playmaker on attack, though. So we'll make Joe Willock a central midfielder on attack, and Linton will be the playmaker on support. I think that's the way we'll go around for the rest of this game. 77 minutes in, we're now 3-1 up. I'd like to say this game is nearly put to bed. Let's just hope there's no ridiculous errors now, or just silliness from Football Manager. Leicester still only had 2 shots the whole game, 2 on target, to our 23 and 12. And it looks like we're heading into injury time now. Christian Gunter with a throw. It's a highlight for us. Can we make it 4? Let's just dig the heels in, boys. No, it's not going to happen. All right then. Okay, well, I'm happy with this. I am genuinely pleased about this result. You did so well. The end of the game We've won it. That's the main thing. And excellent performance from the lads here. Look, 7.7 from Isak, 7.3 from Wilson, 7.4 from Maximum. Solid at the back there with Bastoni on an 8, Monty on a 7.7, Burn 7.9, Gunter 7, so when he came on later on in the game. Nelson with a 7.1 as well. Lovely stuff, people. Very happy with those outstretched arms, and they're happy. They're happy. There we go. Nice and tidy. There's the victory. Thanks very much. 3 points. As the price. No one remembers that. I'm an old man. Okay, so that now leaves us in 5th in the league, which is a good step up, lads. Well done. 28 games played. So we have got 10 league matches to play. 10 league games, 30 points are up for grabs. Let's see if I can stay in the European spots. I'd love to be able to finish around 5th. If I can even creep that 4th place, I'll be so impressed with myself and so pleased. But this is obviously just a one season save, so I want to just give it my all for these last 10 games and see where we get to. And looking at our run into the last 10 games, I'm actually feeling reasonably confident. West Ham, Everton, Forest, Chelsea, Man U and Arsenal. We've got 3 games there that will be pretty tough in general. Oh, 4 games there if you include that Man City game and the Wolves game, to be fair. That's actually 5 out of the 10 games are going to be hard. So, yeah, it's actually kind of a tough run I've got. But if you want to follow along this save even more, then I do encourage you, come and join me on twitch.tv/PokesFM, where I'm streaming this save live on Friday nights. I think with 10 games to go, I think we've got probably one more stream and maybe 1 or 2 more videos at the very most after this one as well. So do follow me on that. And of course, if you enjoy this content, then why not hit the like button and click that subscribe button, because after this save, we're going to be heading into another more long-term save for the rest of Football Manager 2023. Really looking forward to that, and I'll tell you more about that as we come to it. Sometimes I tend to leak stuff on streams, so if you want to know earlier, that's all you got to do. But thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate all the support. Anybody who's clicked on this video, appreciate you very much. And I'll see you next time when hopefully we'll still be in a European spot. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? See you later.